When a power is raised to a negative exponent, we take the reciprocal of the power. In the case of the negative exponent being in the numerator, like it is on the left side, this is the numerator with an invisible denominator of 1, we are going to take the power to the denominator and make the exponent positive. So a to the negative n is moved to the denominator and becomes a to the positive n. If the negative power is in the denominator, we're going to take the reciprocal, move it to the numerator, and make the exponent positive. So 1 divided by a to the negative n becomes a to the positive n in the numerator. In this example, I like to do that arrow, or you can just use that definition. 5 to the negative 2 power is 1 over 5 squared. So we take the expression to the denominator from the numerator, and the exponent becomes positive. This can be evaluated to 1 divided by 25, or 1/25. Paying attention to the fact that this is not 3x to the negative 4, therefore the 3 does not get moved to the denominator, just the x to the 4th. So we move it to the denominator and the exponent becomes positive. In this case, the coefficient is raised to a negative exponent. M is raised to negative 5, that goes to the denominator. N to the 6th is positive, so it stays put. N to the 6th stays there. We move 3 squared to the denominator as well as m to the 5th. 3 squared is just 9. Here's one where we have the negative exponent in the denominator, so we move it up to the numerator. That becomes 14x to the positive 5th. It may help you to understand this by realizing that 5 to the negative 5th is 1, or x to the negative 5th is 1 over x to the 5th, which would be 14 divided by 1 divided by x to the 5th. Keep, change, flip. I would not go through this process. I would simply use the arrow method. If we have a negative denominator, a negative exponent in the denominator, just move it to the numerator. I skipped this one because it's a little different. Here we can think about this as using the quotient rule. So second power, sixth power, 2 minus 6 is v to the negative 4. And then it goes from the numerator to the denominator. Alternatively, some of you may just have a good grasp of what this means, that we have 2 v factors in the numerator, 6 v factors in the denominator. We can cross out 2, and what we're left with is 1 over v to the 4th power. Either of those methods is fine. In our final example, x to the negative 2 goes to the denominator, y to the negative 4 goes to the numerator. This one has a positive exponent, so it stays just where it is. Was that a 4th? Yep, so y to the 4th over x squared z to the 3rd.